What, you said red, didn't you?
Yeah, red today for me.
Red here with the British
Yeah.
British champion. I've got to make sure I get that in. Our last conversation that we had when you went up against... It was ages ago. Remember you was being a bit of a diva? And you was like, oh, I can't really do... The thing is with you, Conor, I've got to put it out there.
You got me when I was hungry.
Conor Walker has changed.
Nah, don't be saying that.
Hollywood.
Don't be saying that.
You have.
I've just walked in here with just on.
And I've kidnapped you. Yeah, that was the last time I saw you.
They said, how are you doing, Red?
All right, you did.
So where's this diva come from?
But you are. You was going to wear the shades in the interview.
No, it was a joke. Come on.
You weren't a joke. Come on. When you won that belt.
Yeah, it was at Birmingham, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It's Nottingham.
Nottingham. No, I know that, but when we had the... Oh, yeah, of course.
Nottingham. When you got the belt.
Yeah.
Life is just getting better for you, isn't it, Conor?
Yeah, it's going from...
Conor Walker, ladies and gentlemen, back with October Red. We are in Birmingham. He goes out again on a Matchroom card. And like I said, it's been total progression for you. I'm just watching it and it's just... You're not even creeping up. You're bolting out like a horse out of a stable.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, shouldn't it? I think that, the day you get stagnant is the day you need to look at your career. Do you know what I mean? You've just got to keep levelling up, improving, and I'll just keep taking the opportunities. And look, it just keeps getting better for me. It's all flukes. I'll just keep fluking.
You're starting to sound like Artur Beterbiev. He used to say that. He used to say, it's lucky I'm not a good boxer. Talk to me about your fights. We know that you are... entertaining. Entertaining is definitely a word that would fit next to you in the dictionary. But what have you learned from these entertaining fights that we keep getting? And then I'm going to pick your brains about something else. I've got a question to ask you.
Yeah, no, so you ask away. What have I learned? I learn from every fight. Win, lose or draw, I go back and I watch my fight hundreds of times. Like I'm pretty anal about it, but then I'll go and watch other fighters and other fights. I'm a real sort of I don't know, geek with boxing. Do you know what I mean? I just love the art of boxing, and it's one sport that you're never the best at. So I just keep trying to level up. So I'll just go back, polish the edges, come back better.
What's it like watching your own fights back? Because
that's one horrendous. Until that punch,
bro. But I knew you had it in there because that is what you do.
Yeah.
Sort of like. Kind of reminiscent to what Fabio Wardley did in his last fight.
Yeah.
It just
we
takes that.
spoke after me and Fabio.
Okay.
So you trying to take my crown?
There you go. So when you watched that back, what were your initial thoughts on it? Your fight?
Obviously, I saw a lot of mistakes on my part. But like you watch any of Harry Scarf's fights, no one looks good against Harry Scarf.
Because he's a boxer?
He's he does a bit more than box. He cheats. He moves well. He wraps up. He ties up. He uses different techniques to spoil. You know what I mean? There's more to just like... He's more of a spoiler than a boxer, in my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's definitely...
At least you've kept the same opinion, because that was the opinion you had before you fought.
Yeah, I still hate him, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm not a biggest fan of him. But listen, we're not talking about that. I'm
talking about the British champion.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
The man that's in the room.
Yeah.
Right, one of the things I want to ask, and I don't know if this is a bit sensitive, but you've changed trainers.
Yep.
Now... Me, I get a bit nervous, and the viewers will know this. I'm not a fan of fighters changing trainers. I know you changed management, you went Sam Jones, and then I was like, okay, you're still with your same trainer.
Do you box?
No, I don't. So, well, this is. But I still want to know. Yeah, as a fan, I still want to know, why did you do that? Of course, I don't box.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. So you see, don't obviously. You gotta understand how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? How I'm feeling, I felt a little. I mean, Richie's still one of my best friends. I went to see him Saturday, took him, his bottle of whiskey and whatever. He's gonna watch at home, and we're still close. We still talk. We're still on good terms and whatever else. There was no bad blood there. We haven't ended on bad terms. It was strictly for me, for my personal, because I need to relight my flame. You know what I mean? I felt like I was getting a bit too comfortable and. I felt a little bit stagnant, and I felt like I needed to relight the flame. I needed to be around other champions, other boxers.
Right.
And I feel like in the nicest way possible, without coming across bad. I think it was the best decision I've ever made.
Okay, well, talk to me about that, because yeah, you're right, I don't box, but I've always got an interest to see when fighters have got to a certain level with their trainer, because that flame that you're on about, we don't know what that is because we're not you.
Yeah,
we're just seeing you winning, going through some good fights with that trainer, then all of a sudden you've gone. So we're like, hold on a minute, why has that happened? And we're going to ask. Well, I don't know if everyone will ask, but I'll definitely ask.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've known both of you for a while.
Yeah, of course.
But what you said there did resonate nicely, and it's been around.
So you're a bit more comfortable now.
Yeah, I do. I get nervous. I get nervous, Conor, because I've seen it.
Me and Rich have achieved amazing things, you know what I mean? From that little gym in Bilston.
Yes.
You know what I mean? WBA International, ranked number 4 in the world in that.
Come on.
When I had that, you know, British, Commonwealth. We even won, obviously we didn't win the Midlands title. Did we win? Yeah, we in the Midlands title. The Midlands title, every title I've got, we won together.
So those memories. But
what you together, do you know what I mean? We come up together. It was just time for me to spread my wings.
But I get that. But what you've said that I do like is you need to be around other champions. You've got obviously Cat Rull in the gym. You've got Pat Brown in the gym.
Dave Allen's
do you know what I mean?
International.
Yeah, so you've got these around you. Talk to me about that fire, that flame that's been relit with you guys being with them.
It's everything that I anticipated and wanted and left for the reason is I've got. You know what I mean? I'm happy. Obviously, I've took myself away from home. I'm living up in Manchester Monday to Thursday.
Okay.
So, like I say, I'm out my comfort zone in that sense. But like I'm back on. I'm gonna put this down. Like I say, I've come away. I've got my son. Sorry. I'm away from my son, my partner, which is hard.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie and say it's not hard. But this is what you got to do to reach the place I want to reach, and I think you know, like I say, being in my comfort zone, I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve, and the holding myself accountable. You know what I mean? Being with these sort of fighters, I'm holding myself accountable to like the training that I'm doing, and I'm doing the right things. I am doing what I should be doing. Do you know what I mean?
And I think that pressure will probably be on you more because you're around new people. It's kind of like you're the new guy in town. So you've almost got to prove yourself a little bit. Like you said, really go that 110% when it comes to the training, turning up. I don't know,
honestly,
first one in, last one out.
They made me feel straight at home. I knew all the lads anyway. So Nigel and Jamie,
they're brilliant.
Brilliant people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was almost like I instantly just trusted them. And, you know, I'm just going from strength to strength. And like I say, the lads, you know the lads yourself, they're just all top quality lads. So, yeah, honestly, it's good. It's good.
Saturday a challenge?
Yes, every fight's a challenge. He's fought at the top level. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to putting what I've done in the gym to the screens and showing everyone what I'm about.
Listen, I'm looking forward to it. I know like there's going to be a queue of people waiting for your British champion sunglasses, new number, who this attitude. No, I'm only joking. Conah Walker is Conah Walker. One of the lovely guys. Do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of time for you. Following you all the way through your career.
Right back at
as you know. Just keep doing your thing.
Awesome. Should we do a cheers?
Shall we?
Yeah, man.
And maybe I could come up to the gym and show you what boxing skills I have got. Do you know what I mean?
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.